Hey, you wonderful people. I have a red flag patient story for you. You know, I love helping recent graduates. I love helping people that are just starting out. And one of the things that I worry a lot about for new practitioners is them getting railroaded by patients out there. Their boundaries bent, broken, etc. And here's a story I want to share with you that happened to me a couple weeks ago. I've had some time to process it, and I want to share because it might help you. You might end up in this situation. And I'm going to share a couple other scenarios as we go along. I'll share on a couple other videos coming up. But here's something that happened. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I get a text. Most texts that I get from new patients go like this. Hey, you came highly recommended from so-and-so. My name is so-and-so, and I'd like to book an appointment with you. At which point I say, no problem. Would you like to book an appointment online? Would you like to do it over text or call, email, whatever? And I accommodate the patient. At which point then I tell them, listen, bring your insurance with you. If you have a copay, you'll have to handle it. And if your insurance kicks back and says, no can do, I'll give you an official stamp receipt and you're off to the races and you can handle it on your own. Everybody's cool. Awesome. So I get this text and already red flag went off. Hi, I want to make an appointment with you and I don't want to pay any money. Can I make an appointment with you? It was really strange. So then I said, hey, listen, what's your name for my contacts? And do you have insurance? And if so, who's it with? They didn't come back and answer either question. They came back and they said, I have $500 insurance and I want to use it all up by the end of the year. I'm looking at the calendar, I'm thinking there's only a few weeks left till the end of the year. I'm done. I'm gonna take the week off between Christmas and New Year's. There's no way we're gonna burn $500. And it was almost like they were kind of like wagging this $500 in front of me. Oh, you want this $500? So listen, that's fantastic that you have $500, but what's your name and who's your insurance company with? So finally they kick back and they say, well, this is my insurance company. And in 15 years, I'd never heard of their insurance company before. And I said that. I said, listen, I don't know who your insurance company is. I have to do some research and I'll get back to you. And we're texting on a Tuesday, Wednesday. Clinic is busy and, taking some time to get through the slog of day-to-day stuff. And I finally, on the weekend, I was able to find out their insurance stuff. They texted me on Sunday. What about that insurance stuff? I didn't text them back on the Sunday. I don't want people to know that I'm available on a Sunday. The only time I'm answering a text or a phone call is if I've got to put out a fire. I don't feel well post-treatment. Yes, I'm dealing with that stuff straight away. But any kind of drama or anything else that's going on, not happening. So text Monday morning. Yes, found out. Yes, I can direct bill this insurance company. So then they come back and they said, okay, so do I need a prescription? I don't know. You need to call your insurance company. Be aware, you know your limit of $500, but you need to find out if you need a prescription or not. Because if I put this through and it kicks back and says no can do, that's on you. You're gonna have to pay the amount. They said, okay, I have a coworker that doesn't need a prescription, should be fine. I said, okay, awesome. Should be fine is not 100%, so I think I recommend that you call your insurance company. I said, are you okay to book online? Yeah, that's fine. Here's my link. Send them over to my link. They come back and they say, I want you to come in on Saturday. I don't work Saturday. I work morning, afternoon, evening, several times a week. I don't work Saturday. I've got red flag stories on another time for you in regards to working outside of your hours. So let's just say I texted back, things are getting really aggressive, and I texted back 3 characters, 1 word, N-O period, boom. Guess what they come back and say? Okay, well, I guess I can make the days that you work. Awesome. Coming back and saying, all right, so what am I gonna have to pay? I said, I don't know what you're gonna have to pay. You need to call your insurance to figure this out. And I said, again, if you have a copay, you're gonna have to deal with that. If your insurance kicks back and says no, then you pay the full amount of the treatment price, and then you have to deal with it on your own end. So then they come back and say, just run it now and I'll make an appointment for a couple weeks out. I said, I can't do that. That's called insurance fraud. Then they came back and said, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not insurance fraud. My coworker has their practitioner doing this all the time. So, well, your coworker's practitioner is committing insurance fraud. If the dates of the insurance claim do not match up with the dates that I write in your file, I get fined, and I might even get put in a moratorium where I can't bill insurance for X amount of time. They came back, no, you're wrong. It's not fraud. You don't know what you're talking about. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Right? So first off, red flag was very aggressive. I don't want to pay anything. What do you mean you don't want to pay anything? I don't work for free. Don't even want to pay the copay. Then it was, I have $500. Don't you want $500? No, I don't want the $500 that's attached to this drama, this aggressive behavior. You want $500? Then it was, you need to come and work on a Saturday for me. Does your medical doctor just work whenever you want them to? Does your naturopathic doctor work whenever you want them to? What kind of respect is that? These are my hours. And holy crap, I work morning, afternoon, and evening several times a week. You can't fit that into your schedule? Not my problem. Another red flag. Then I want you to commit insurance fraud, and I'm going to tell you that it's not insurance fraud. So the last text that was sent was by me, and it was, at this point, I do not want you as a patient, and I highly recommend that you seek treatment elsewhere. Hopefully by sharing this story with you, hopefully you don't have to come across this stuff. This is very rare, been in practice for 15 years. Sometimes you'll get these patients, you'll get aggressive patients, you'll get patients who will get you to try to bend or break your boundaries, your schedule, etc. And these are all learning experiences. Now, after 15 years, I can say no to $500. I don't want your $500. I can make $500 with a really amazing, super awesome patient. I don't want your $500. I don't want all the drama. I don't want you telling me how I need to run my business, because I run my business very black and white, right? I'm not messing around with big bad insurance companies. There's no way. I've been part of audits before, right? And they're not fun to be part of, but at the end of the day, I know all my stuff lines up. So once again, hopefully this helps you. If you have to run across this in your clinic, you know how to deal with this stuff. Listen to your gut, right? I listen to my gut, and then I let it play out a little bit, because I'm like, I want this person to prove to me that they're either a good human or they're a bad human. And they kind of prove to me that they're a bad human and squashed. There are times where somebody will start off a little bumpy in the relationship, in the practitioner-patient relationship, and then things smooth out a little bit. And that's okay. So I was hoping things were going to smooth out a little bit, and they totally did in this case. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you run into this in clinic? And I hope this is helpful for you.